another topic which is about sixth problem with our school system. There is a growing feeling that something is wrong with our education system. But what it is? Well, we send our children to school to prepare for the real world, which is changing very, very fast. But our school haven't changed much for the hundred of years. In fact, many leaders believe that the current system of education was designed in the industrial age value, mainly to turn out factory workers. Many turn out factory workers. The industrial age mentality of mass product and mass control still runs deep in school. The first problem with our education system is industrial age value. We educate children by batches and govern their lives by ringing bell. All day long, students do nothing at school, simply follow the instruction, like sit down, take out your books, turn to page number 45, or solve the problem number 3, or stop talking. At school, students are doing nothing, just simply follow the instruction the teachers give them. But these are industrial age values. These are important for the factory workers whose success will depend on the following instruction, or they are doing exactly what they were told. But in today's world, how far can someone get simply following these instructions? The modern world values the person who can be creative, who can communicate their ideas well, who can collaborate with others. But our kids don't get a chance to develop such a skill in the system that is based on industrial age value. And the second problem we are facing right now is the lack of autonomy. At school, students experience a complete lack of autonomy, where every second of a child's life is tightly controlled by the system. Where they don't do their wishes, like they don't like homework in their own way, tightly system. But in today's world, if you are doing an important work, then you are managing your own time. You are making your own decision regarding what to do and when to do it. But the system in the school looks very different. The system sending a dangerous message to our kids that they are not in charge of their own life. They just have to follow whatever is laid down. The many experts believe that the autonomy is incredibly important for students. Otherwise, students are being bored or demotivated by school. And the third problem is unauthentic learning. Most of the learning that happens in school today is not authentic, because it depends on learning because it depends on memorization and rote learning because it depends on memorization and rote learning. The system defines a journey of knowledge, like everyone learned the same thing, but the learning can be much more deeper and more authentic. It can be much more than just memorization or retention. But that's the only thing we measure, and the score test card are the only thing we value. This thing create an extremely unhealthy culture for students, parents, and as well as teachers also. And the fourth problem is no room for interest and patience. We have an extremely standardized system where each child must learn the same thing in the same manner like everyone else. But this thing does not respect the basic of being human. We all are different in our own ways. We all have different passion and interest. And the key to fulfillment in life is to find out our passion. But today the school help our children to find their passions or develop their passions. No, they don't, because there is no such room in the current system of education for the most important question of child's life, like what I am good at, what I want to do in my life, or how do I fit into this world. But the system does not seem to care about the child's career or passions or interest. And the fifth problem is how we learn. As we know that as we learn, we all are different in learning. Some of us is a little bit slow in learning, and some of us is a little bit fast. Or what kind of tools and resources work best for us. But the school has no room for such differences. If someone is a little bit slow in learning, we consider them as a failure, where all they need is a little bit more time to catch up. And the sixth problem is the lecturing. In today's education system, students are lectured more than 5 hours a day. But there is a big problem with the lecturing, that lecturing is a dehumanizing experience. 13 kids with a finger on their lips, not allowed to interact in the class, or in any given classroom, different students are at a different level of understanding. What teachers does, they are bound to be students who are confused because they are behind, or bored because they are ahead. But because of technology, internet, now our kids have at their fingertips all the knowledge and information around the world. Technology have made it possible for everyone to learn anything, but for the fear of losing control, our system is not leveraging such incredibly resources. If we want to prepare our child for the modern world, then all we need is to change our education system, which help our child to develop their passion and interest and help them to understand the world around them.